Alright guys, we are back for another Dokkan battle video. So we have got a kind of like a shadow sort of global data download right here. This officially put in the banners, the 8th anniversary banners for GT Goku and Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, as well as Super Saiyan 3 Goku and Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta. Pretty good data download right here, because one of the major things we were looking for is indeed here, right? Alright, so let's just go and take a look. So we got the updated release date. We got the 2 Dokkan events, the banner assets, and the tickets. Now one thing... have they put... Hold on. They didn't put this event in yet, did they? Let me just quickly switch over to the global side. I don't think they put in the Spirit Bomb event. I recall that on JP, the Spirit Bomb event... I believe it was in the data download with the 8th anniversary LRs. I'm talking about this right here. So this is on the 9th. It must have been in the data download last night, and I didn't realize it, right? It had to have been. Or maybe it is in this data download right here. This right here. Yeah, this looks like the same time frame as when JP got it, like a day or two after the 8th anniversary LRs. This is a fun little event. It's something, right? It is content. All right, so we have that. So we got the events, we got the banner assets, we got tickets. All right. So the updated release date for the anniversary LRs and banner units is actually in 19 minutes. So I'm going to do this video. I'm going to put it live. And then the banners will be coming shortly afterwards. So these are 2 of the best units in the game. I do think, like, if I ranked every character in the game specifically by tiers, so not like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, but more like, okay, here's Z tier characters, S tier characters, A tier characters. Both of the 8th anniversary LRs, I do think, would be Z tier. These characters have ridiculously powerful damaging abilities. I think over the course of, like, a normal event, these feel like the most damaging characters to me. I mean, Blue Kaioken Goku probably would do more damage, but you're running like a tournament of power setup right there, where the other characters are kind of like lesser versions of the units you're surrounding with, like these characters, right? But these 2, they put up way more damage than like Orange Piccolo, Bulma, all these types of characters, because the way that these characters are designed, it's this right here in like these 3 lines is where you're generating so much craziness by this character. The additional 2 ki per ki sphere obtained. Well, actually, no, I should include the bottom line as well. So you're getting the 2 ki per ki sphere obtained, extra 100% attack as second or third attacker in the turn. You get an additional that has a 70% chance of being a super at 18 ki. They get a guaranteed additional super at 24 ki, which it's not. It's not like Ultimate Gohan, who, unless you're running Yajirobe and Bulma setups, like, struggles for ki. This character, like, you're just virtually going to be at 24 ki almost all the time. And then they're further helped by this mechanic right here. They permanently stack 1 ki every single time they super attack. Both 8th anniversary LRs do this. Every single time they super attack, they're building up ki. Now, I probably like the GT side unit a little bit better, because there's 2 reasons for this. So we look at their super attack effects, and then this bottom ability right here. So the Goku and Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta here, they stack attack, and then they raise defense for 1 turn. Now, I definitely would like this version, this character's better, where you're stacking defense and then greatly raising attack for 1 turn. Certainly stacking defense is far better, although stacking attack is good if you're building up towards a powerful active skill, or, in this case, the Spirit Bomb for this character. So they are stacking attack with a purpose. But the major reason is that this character, 10% chance to crit, up to 50% chance to crit with each super attack performed, is like not even half as good as just the damage reduction. The damage reduction ability by this character, it's just miles ahead. It's incomparable. It's not even comparable, right? Like, this character could still just crit with potential system. I do think giving this character mostly crit for the Spirit Bomb is the way to go, because remember, they do build up crit right here, but when you swap into this form right here, that build-up crit is not still accounted for. So in order for the Spirit Bomb right here, the Super Spirit Bomb to crit, you do need to crit from the hidden potential system, right? So that's why I think it is, very important to give this character crit. And I would say that the GT side character as well, you want to give them a lot of crit. But the difference between the two characters really is this ability right here. This character's getting damage reduction, whereas this character's just getting crit, right? Both of them have really good link sets. I mean, they both have really good leader skills. Power of Wishes wasn't quite as crazy the day these guys came out on JP, but now, I mean, they've just buffed Power of Wishes non-stop the entire year, so it's definitely in a much better position, right? And then they both have these ridiculously OP standbys. This unit is just like one of the best tanks in the game. You have the damage reduction per key sphere, your rainbow orb changing and guarding, and the huge defense. Like, they're ridiculous. And any super attacks you do in base with the Super Saiyan 3 Goku and Vegeta is increasing the defense for this character. So it's not uncommon for this base Vegeta to just be sitting out there with, 800k defense, guarding, and then he's getting a huge amount of damage reduction per orb as well. I do really love this aspect of this character. Now, it's a little bit different on the GT side of things. They're a little bit more of kind of like a traditional unit, but this is just, I mean, this is a juggernaut ability right here. All allies, 8 key and 80% attack. I just, like, you cannot underestimate how nuts this ability is. It makes all these units just hit so hard, get the huge additional key. And then when you drop the Spirit Bomb on them, remember the Spirit Bomb is a, whatchamacallit, it's a revive attack, right? So when you die, you will attack with the super ultra Spirit Bomb, which is, it's just so crazy. It's so devastating. These, I think, are some of the more fun units in the game. Standbys, the fact that standbys really can be so different on a lot of these characters is pretty interesting, right? I'm definitely looking forward to seeing more of these standby characters and how sort of unique and fun they can get. I do anticipate that the Worldwide Download Celebration LRs very well may take advantage of the unique sort of like standby abilities, right? Which will be cool. All right, so we have those two. Then we have the banner units. Ice and Nova are probably the worst summonable unit ever released, I think. Now, I know you might say, like, okay, in Android 16, right? And it's like, no matter what, he still was giving 50% support to Gohan, right? And it's like, the day that in Android 16 came out in 2019, you could run him without a leader skill on AGL LR Gohan's team. Maybe he takes a little bit of damage, Gohan could transform, 16 is still supporting Gohan, right? So it's like, as much as 16 has one of the worst designs ever, he's better than this character. Now, you could say Raditz. I would agree that Raditz is the worst release they've ever done, and Raditz is a Dokkan Fest, so it's like he feels more egregious than this character, but this character's worse than Raditz, obviously, right? Like, it's like, especially the fact that Raditz is, this unit's 8 months newer than Raditz, and they're just this bad. They have no teams. They don't have a 200% leader skill. Like, I don't know, dude. I have no, like, what were they thinking? There's no redeeming quality to this character whatsoever. There's nothing. This is a nothing character. I couldn't tell you. I have no clue. This is, again, this has to be the worst release they've ever done. It's just that, well, again, that's Raditz, but this is the weakest character they've ever done. The only redeeming quality whatsoever is that there are GT bosses and Shadow Dragon Saga character, which are very rare characters, but that's it. This is one of these things where it's like, this hurts bad that this character is the 0. Imagine that this character is like STR Krillin. How big of a deal that would be for, the GT bosses team and stuff like that. It's just very unfortunate, right? Like, this is just not what we're looking for. Just terrible. Now, Gotenks and Piccolo, I'm definitely down on this unit, but, I mean, they're not one of the worst ever, like, Ice and Nova. The thing about this character, though, they're doing a lot, but I've just found that they're just really not that impressive, right? And it's their design. I think this Boo volleyball design kind of sucks ass. Like this is what Tech Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks had back in the day. This is what Physical Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks had back in the day. But I mean, it just sucks balls compared to like units that just come out and are just killers right away. So you're getting your stats at the start of turn. You get the stats on super attack. Can someone explain to me why we have high chance to do this? Like, I still don't get it. It just doesn't make any sense. It would certainly help if we weren't rocking with a 50% chance. They recover HP per Rainbow Keister obtained. Sure, it's not really that big of a deal. And then you get 50% attack, and an additional there's a high chance to be a super when Ki is 11 or less. And then they have a 30% chance to dodge when Ki is 12 or more. So they have two different super attacks, right? 11 Ki and under gives them the Boo Boo Volleyball, which stacks attack and does supreme damage. And then the 12 Ki super attack is the Vice Shot, which stacks defense and does supreme. But, like, I've found that this character, I mean, they just cannot take hits. And this stacking defense shit is pretty worthless. The thing about this character, though, go for the 12 Ki, give this character maybe full additional, and if you proc the additional super attack, right? So let's say, we get 12 Ki, we super attack. We get the Hidden Potential System additional super, which would give us a 9 Ki super attack. That would then trigger this portion of the passive. The Hidden Potential System additional can trigger this part. So you could get 12 Ki at the start of turn, get the Hidden Potential System, and then that would trigger this additional as well, which is available to you. But, like, I don't see much of a purpose to this character. Again, they're not like Ice and Nova are, you know, the weakest character ever released. But, like, Gotenks and Piccolo, they're just kind of like a mid-banner unit. Occasionally, these banner units are just kind of mid, and that's what they are. One thing that is good about them, though, is their teams, right? Things like Entrusted Will, Connected Hope, Heavenly Events, Final Trump Card, Fuse Fighters, right? Gifted Warriors, potentially. Like, they're on a bunch of teams that could use help, so that's good. So there's that. We have the 2 Dokkan events. Only the 4 new characters awaken with these Dokkan event medals. Here, of course, are the banners, same as JP. Anniversary banners will never change. Really good. I mean, the Gammas finally make their return on Global, as well as the Worldwide Download Celebration units, which is good. Cooler is still really good. This Goku and Vegeta, they certainly have fallen off a mountain. But the 7th Anniversary LRs are still pretty decent as well, so that is good. And then this is the last thing and one of the most important things. So these are the festival tickets A and B. These are not peel-off trove tickets. These are the real tickets that you want. Every multi you do on the banners are going to give you tickets, which then just give you free summons. So it's like when this happens, this is why I think it's smart for global players to keep an eye towards Worldwide Download Celebration, because those characters take so long to return, right? This is the first time Cooler's returned on Global since August of 2022. But the tickets on these banners, I mean, you just can't pass this up. If you are a global player, man, it's like, if you're on global, you have to take advantage of these. I feel like when I see these tickets, I gotta tell people just to summon. Like, you just have to summon. It's just, you have to summon. The Worldwide Download Celebration will give 1,000 stones out. Hope to pull those LRs like that, but like, if you need any of these characters at all with these tickets, I mean, you're not going to get better value on a banner at all. Like, you're not. Like, because these are some of the best units in the game still. The Gammas are still ridiculous. 7th Anniversary LRs are still ridiculous, right? Cooler is still ridiculous. You have other good characters on here. Taking advantage of these tickets is a smart thing to do. So, let me know what you guys think about the 8th Anniversary LRs. Good luck. Banners are going to be dropping in a few minutes. Thanks, guys, for watching, and I'll catch y'all next time.